Would you be okay with your child missing out on a school activity because they didn't uphold the standards that the school set in place for them?
Walk in, chest great, we don't play. Staff talk sharp like a quiz on a Monday. Whiteboard wars, yeah, we grade all day. If you can't take that heat, stay out the hallway. Hey, this is the staff room. Say it loud, say it loud. The staff room.
Let's get into it.
Welcome back to the staff room. My name is Dr. Mato, 16-year educational veteran and author of How to Motivate Teachers in Real Classrooms, a practitioner's guide. Please get it on Amazon. Listen, if your child had a school field trip or something of that nature and had to miss it due to their conduct at school, would you be okay with that? I'm curious to know how you feel about that. Put your answers in the comments. I want to have a discussion with you all because I remember in the 90s that happened quite a lot. Due to that, we had a lot less issues than they're having now. But today I want to watch an Instagram post that I have reviewed because this teacher seems to have had experience with one of these situations. Let's see what she has to say.
Parents complaining on Facebook about field day requirements for their children. Parents outraged over 3 requirements that the kids must meet in order to get to attend field day. 1, pass all your classes. 2, can't have a behavioral referral in the past month. And 3, I think was something about absences, like can't have excessive absences. And the parents are outraged that their children have to meet these requirements.
Wait, so did you hear the requirements? Let's hear the requirements again, because this is hilarious.
Attend field day. 1, pass all your classes. 2, can't have a behavioral referral in the past month. And 3, I think was something about absences, like can't have excessive absences. And the parents.
Okay, so pass all your classes, no behavioral referral, so you couldn't have gotten in trouble, and 3 absences. Let me tell you why parents are angry about. Excuse me. Let me tell you why parents are angry about that. Because their kids do it all the time. They do it all the time, and parents don't care. And if they do care, they only care enough to blame somebody else. Oh, there's too much homework. Oh, there's this, that, and the third. Nobody wants to hear it. If Johnny's failing their classes and not doing their work, what makes you think that Johnny deserves the same thing as Carl? How you think Carl's parents feel about that? What do you think Carl's going to do? Carl's just not, he's going to stop doing his work too, because why would he do it? I'll tell you why, because his parents make sure that they uphold that standard in their home. Johnny's don't care. So here we go again with these parents. Now you want to call in and be like, no, it's not fair. He failed all his classes, but he's still a human. No, he failed all his classes. He don't deserve to go. Next thing, behavior. They should be suspended. They should be suspended. If they have a certain amount of behavioral referrals, they should be out. It shouldn't even cross their mind. But I promise you, this happens all the time where parents think that you still deserve the same thing that a student that's been working their butt off deserves. Not even close. If you can't behave, keep your behind at home. And I'll be honest with you, teachers, we shouldn't have to deal with them outside of school. Most of the time, the teachers are putting in a ton of work just to get the event to happen. But your child is putting in a ton of work just to make them aggravated and keep them from teaching the rest of the kids. No, they don't deserve to go. And the next one, absences. This is wonderful. Parents, that's your fault. I understand if somebody was sick and they were in the hospital or something like that, that happens. And teachers, they know when that happens, they never hold it against them. I've seen teachers even go to the child to take work, go to the child to pick up work. They will score the work, review the work, and then take it back to the child. This was before, this was before online learning. So I've seen teachers that would teach in class, dismiss the students, jump online, and teach kids that are at home sick. You guys think that you guys have this obsession with teachers are terrible because when you were in school, you had to put in some work. You were probably the ones that didn't get to go on a trip, so you hold a grudge. You're like that cop that was bullied in high school that now he gets to bully everybody else. No, bring your child to school. Bring them to school. And if they're not at school, they don't get to go on no trips or do anything like that. They weren't at school. They got to catch up on the work. We're supposed to educate them first. I'll tell you a quick story. There's a student in the school that I'm at currently right now who has 50 some absences. This state that I'm in is horrible when it comes to that type of thing. 50 some absences. The state that I used to work at, and where I'm originally from, you get 10 absences, they have a truancy officer at your door with the police. 10, you're sitting in court. This kid had 50 plus absences. Not only did he pass to the next grade level, he got to choose the school that he went to. And don't give me this garbage, well, if he's that smart, but no. He had 50 some absences. His mom, moron. She would come to school, pick him up 2 hours early on a regular basis. If he said that his toe itched, she would rush him to the emergency room. If this dude did so much as cough, she would call him an ambulance. This kid would cry at the drop of a hat. And it didn't matter what he did on the end of the year test. It didn't matter what he did on his schoolwork because the system was going to pass him along anyway. None of which has to do with the teachers. None. And then he got to go sit in a program because there's choice in this state. So he got to go take a seat in a program that's built for excelling students. He has behavior problems. He won't write anything, but he's going to sit in a pre-law. What about the other child that has worked all their life and wants to be a lawyer and gets to go in a pre-law middle school? What about that child who's missing out because this child who doesn't even come to school decides that they want to go to this school just to say they're going there? You parents are out of control. If my child was the one who got kicked out of a program because of a choice child who's has no business there, who just knew somebody, if I find out that was the truth, I'm suing. I'm sure there's some sort of precedence that's going to get me where I need to be. I'm suing. And this has nothing to do with the teacher. This is what the policy says. That could be your child. This is what the system says. Your policymakers put this into place. Why? Because they've never seen a classroom. They don't know anything about teaching students, so why would they care? All their friends get to go. It's the dumbest thing ever.
Parents are outraged that their children have to meet these requirements. I'm just like, I cannot believe I read that like these parents were upset, and it was like not one person in the comments was like, no, I think that these are actually like sound requirements. Not one person. Every parent was like, this is outrageous. My kid's not going to be allowed to attend field day.
Good. And you shouldn't be allowed to attend nothing either, if that's how you feel. Matter of fact, why don't you not go to work? Don't do your work. And then on the days that you come in, get in trouble at work. There's so many people in this world that need a job. You don't need it. If you don't think your kid has to come to school and do work, you don't need your stuff because you're clearly teaching him to do the same thing. I don't get where you parents get off. Your kid needs to be educated. Look at the state of this new generation coming out. And then you complain that they're graduating because they can't read. They're graduating because you all raised such a stink that it was crippling the system in such a way that they had to make laws to push your kids through. You're upset about that? How about this? How about you advocate for your kid, but you also get held accountable? I have a video coming out that says, I believe that all classrooms should have cameras. I believe everything should have cameras because we can't trust anybody these days. But I also believe that that's going to save us. You'll see in the video. This is crazy. And it's a lot of parents that are just saying, okay, this is great. We should all do this. No, you should all stop reproducing. And this is what makes me agree with homeschooling. because I would love if you all could take those parents with those kids, and I would love if you all could teach them so that the kids that actually want to learn can come learn from the professionals. That's what I would love. Because right now, college is a prerequisite to be in the workforce. Everybody's getting a degree. You think that your kid's gonna get into a college over my kid with your homeschool diploma? Sorry, ain't gonna happen.
If those were the requirements when I was a child and I had not met those, my parents would be like, put her in jail.
Bingo. Sounds familiar. Parents that care, kids that do well. Yeah, the world is a crazy place. I can't wait till this thing comes to a head, because I'm going to sit right here on my platform and say, I told you.
Walk in, chance great, we don't play. Staff talk sharp.